As soon as the sun set, the small village of Ravenswood would become a place of fear and terror. The streets emptied, the shutters closed, and doors locked tight. Everyone knew the stories of the demon in the dark that lurked in the shadows, waiting for its next victim. Sophie had always been a skeptic. She scoffed at the stories and laughed at the fear in her neighbors' eyes. But one night, as she was walking home from the local tavern, she felt a chill run down her spine. Suddenly, the once familiar streets seemed ominous, and the darkness that had never bothered her before now seemed to be closing in on her. Sophie quickened her pace, but she could hear footsteps echoing behind her. She turned around, but there was no one there. She started to run, but her legs felt like they were made of stone. She could feel a presence behind her, and it was getting closer. Then, she saw it. A pair of glowing red eyes, piercing through the darkness. She tried to scream, but her voice was caught in her throat. The demon in the dark was real, and it had come for her. Sophie ran as fast as she could, dodging through the maze-like alleys of the village. She could hear the demon's footsteps closing in on her, and she knew she was running out of time. She burst out of the alley and into the town square, where a group of villagers had gathered with torches and pitchforks. They saw the terror in Sophie's eyes and knew that the demon in the dark had come for her. They formed a circle around her, holding the demon at bay with their torches. But the demon was not so easily defeated. It snarled and growled, its eyes glowing with hatred. It lunged at the villagers, but they were ready. They fought back with all their might, and eventually the demon retreated back into the shadows. Sophie was safe, but she knew she could never laugh at the stories again. The demon in the dark was real, and it was always watching, waiting for its next victim. From that night on, Sophie always made sure to be inside before sunset.